So we have seen 2 sessions so far, and now we are coming to the third one. Here we are going to discuss about the pillars of Islam. Pillars of Islam, Arkan, A-R-K-A-N, Arkan, pillars. So the first pillar is Shahada. Shahada means profession of faith. To be a Muslim, the minimum requirement to be a Muslim is to profess Shahada, profession of faith. It reads like this: La ilaha illallah Muhammadun Rasulullah. La ilaha illallah Muhammadun Rasulullah. There is no God other than Allah, and Muhammad is the messenger of God. If anybody believes this much, that is the minimum requirement to be a Muslim. It is simple. La ilaha illallah means pure monotheism. There cannot be any multiplicity in God. It is just dead against all kinds of polytheism, belief in several gods. It is dead against all kinds of idolatry and also nature worship. So it is a very strict kind of monotheism, and this was exactly what Prophet Muhammad preached in Mecca. And from the very beginning, a lot of people who were idolaters and believing in many gods were very much upset, very much angry against Prophet Muhammad, because he wanted to destroy all kinds of idols, statues, no statue worship. It is an insult against God. This is the way he was preaching. So that is the first pillar of Islam. La ilaha illallah Muhammadun Rasulullah. No God whatsoever but Allah. Muhammad is the messenger of Allah. Now, this has got a kind of implication. Because of the strict monotheism, they cannot accommodate any kind of a concept, especially the concept that is prevalent or that is a fundamental doctrine of the Catholic Church or Christianity, namely Trinity. Trinity cannot be accommodated in Islam at all because of the way they understand monotheism. And so this Shahada forms the most important pillar of Islam. And then the second one is Salat or Namaz in Persian. Salat in Arabic and Namaz in Persian. So that is the ritual prayer. Is the supreme act of worship. Namaz or Salat is the supreme act of worship in Islam. And a Muslim has to pray 5 times a day. So that is very important, 5 times a day. So they are very particular about this prayer. So we will see something about the prayer in Islam. It's very important that one has to be very clean, pure before you start your prayer. So the first thing is, because there is ablution. I mean, even before ablution, there is one thing called call to prayer. Asan. Asan is the call to prayer. You might have seen from the minaret the muazzin. The muazzin means the one who called for prayer, the caller. Or sometimes he is called a mukri or muazzin. He will be calling people to prayer. Just before the prayer, he will be calling people loudly. In the olden times, there was no microphone or things like that. So they were climbing the minaret, and from there they speaking at the top of their voice so that everybody in the locality will be able to listen to them and come get ready for prayer. So that is muazzin, a call for prayer. And then after that, of course, The prayer can be either in the mosque, masjid, or at home, according to the convenience. It is very particular that they insist on praying wherever they are. Even if they are traveling in the train, they will ask the co-passengers, would you please give some room for us so that we may spread the carpet here and make our prayer? And people will always, I have seen it several times myself, Muslim brethren praying while traveling in the train, traveling train, running train. So that is very particular about anywhere at that time they will be praying. And the prayer should be preceded by ablution. Ablution is a kind of a washing ceremony, cleaning, wudu or wudu, ablution. That is preparing oneself for prayer, because for prayer you are appearing before God. So you have to be in your best appearance, clean, pure, and free from all kinds of dirt. So that is the ablution, and the ritual for ablution is very, very meticulous, and one has to follow it. From the early childhood itself, children are trained in such a way that they know by heart the order, the systematic way of doing that ablution. Washing face, then arms, then head, wiping head, then washing the feet. So there will be always provision in the masjid or in the vicinity for making this ablution. So even if you are coming, you are supposed to come after taking bath for prayer, especially when you go to the masjid or mosque. And then even if you are coming after prayer, after taking a bath, still you have to do this ablution, because the areas of your body, limbs, your body exposed may be dirty. So again, you wash your face, your nostrils, your eyes, your ears, your mouth, then wipe your head, then wash your hands, your feet. All these are requirement for prayer, and they do it meticulously without any kind of exception. Then the prayer involves a sequence of movement. This is very, very interesting to notice. When the Muslims enter the mosque or masjid to pray, they will be having self-arranged lanes. Suppose the one who comes will form the first lane in front. The one who comes second will stand next to him. And then that lane is complete, the second line is formed. When it is complete, it goes like that. They are trained like that. So beautiful, says, self-arranged lanes. And there is 100% equality there. Rich or poor, educated or illiterate, sick or healthy, there is no difference. The one who comes first, then the next one, whether he is rich or poor or healthy or sick, has to come to next to him, like that. Of course, in most of the mosques, men are praying in separately from women, because women are not allowed to pray along with men. Or in some mosques, there will be different reserved areas, one reserved for women, or different reserved timings. So anyway, men and women usually don't come together in prayer. So they will be in separate timings or separate places, reserved places. But there are exceptions in some countries in the world. Lately, women are also allowed to pray along with men. It is not a common thing at all. So when they come to the mosque, they will be now ready for the prayer. Then the one who leads the prayer will be standing in the front. He is the imam. Imam, he doesn't need any special qualification, but he should be a decent gentleman, having sufficient faith in Islam and knowledge about Islam and prayer and things like that, living a good exemplary life. He could lead the prayer. And when he stands in front to lead the prayer, all others all stand behind him. And he is facing the Qibla. Qibla means the direction of prayer. What is the direction of the prayer for Muslims? Muslims turn to Mecca, Kaaba. Kaaba is the shrine, a cube-like form in Mecca, and Muslims all over the world focus on one point, that is in Mecca, that is Kaaba. That is the beauty of it. When the Muslims pray anywhere in the world, they are all focusing on one point. They are all concentrating on Kaaba, the shrine in Mecca. And that is shown by a niche, N-I-C-H-E, niche, on the wall of the mosque. So the Imam will be standing just in front of a Qibla niche, that is showing the direction to Mecca. And all will be turning to Mecca, no matter in which country you are or what time you are all turning towards Mecca in prayer. And then the one who is leading the prayer, Imam, will be standing in front, and all others will be watching his gestures, his movements. When he is standing, all will be standing. When he is bowing down, all will be bowing down. When he is prostrating, all will be prostrating. When he is sitting, all will be sitting. So certain chapters from the Quran and also certain other prayers include one unit. So there are several units for each prayer. So that is a beautiful ritual that we can see systematically observed by Muslims all over the world. And most masjids, the language for prayer is Arabic, but nowadays we have got several other languages also for Arabic. So it's not compulsory that it should be in Arabic anymore. So the prayer involves a sequence of movements and postures such as standing, bowing, kneeling, and touching the ground with the forehead, which while reciting specific verses from the Quran. And a Muslim has to pray 5 times a day. That is compulsory, 5 times a day. And the timing are like this. The first one, Al-Fajr, F-A-J-R, Al-Fajr, that is dawn, before sunrise, in the morning, before sunrise. That is the first, Al-Fajr. And the second one is Al-Suhr, Z-U-H-R, Al-Suhr, that is midday, noontime. The third is Al-Asr, A-S-R, Al-Asr, that is late part of the afternoon, late part of the afternoon. Then the fourth is Al-Maghrib, M-A-G-H-R-I-B, Al-Maghrib, just after sunset. Then fifth and last is Al-Isha, I-S-H-A. Al, you know, Al is the definite article in Arabic, Al. So you see Al before so many names and so many places and yeah, like that. That is the definite article means the, T-H-E. Al stands, Al is T-H-E in English, Al in Arabic. Isha means between sunset and midnight. After sunset till midnight, anytime. It can be Isha, night prayers. So these are the 5 times a Muslim is supposed to pray. And Qibla is very important because it is the direction to face the Mecca in prayer. It points towards the city of Mecca to the Kaaba. Kaaba is very important because that is a shrine which has got a black stone on the wall. So the black stone on the wall of the shrine is representing God's right hand on earth. So it is a symbolic importance it has. And the niche that we see in the masjid, in front of which the Imam is standing and all are standing behind, is called mihrab, M-I-H-R-A-B, mihrab. It's a semi-circular niche, N-I-C-H-E, in the wall of a mosque that indicates the Qibla, that is the direction to Kaaba. Those who have not visited a mosque you will be able to see this thing, and when you see this, you know what it is. Thank you.